Hi, I'm Shannon Murphy, the investment specialist at Harbour Asset Management, and with me today is Evan Reimer, our senior research analyst. And today we're going to be talking stock specific about Kathmandu. And because we're doing that, I will have to say we will be giving you great information, but we can't give you personalized advice. So first of all, Evan, Kathmandu is a key retail exposure in many of our Harbour portfolios. What sets it apart from other retail exposures?
Yeah, thanks, Shannon. I think that is a key question really for Kathmandu. And one thing that we really like about Kathmandu is their relentless sustainability efforts. They really put their heart and soul into making the planet a better place, be it through the way that they treat their labor force, which we are really impressed with. We have observed them enabling their labor force at their factories in developing markets where they have a facility to whistleblow and tell Kathmandu if there is any issues at the factory. They are great at looking after the environment. It goes down to the dyes, the pigments in the shirts that we buy. It goes down to planting trees or just being part of the community by sponsoring events. So look, they take sustainability very seriously, and it's quite a credibility to the ESG credentials that they can actually show us what they're doing. A lot of people or a lot of companies claim ESG credentials. Kathmandu, they can prove them. So to us, they balance consumption with sustainability, and that's quite hard for a retailer to do. So that is one of the absolute advantages as we see Kathmandu today.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And I know, countries are starting to open up. Those COVID headwinds are starting to normalize. How do you see Kathmandu performing as people start traveling again?
Yeah, and I think with Kathmandu, the brand Kathmandu, we really saw their demand got decimated last year by COVID-19 where global travel dried up. And we didn't quite appreciate how big the impact was from Kiwis going overseas, primarily on thermal clothing and jackets. So people dressing up for going overseas to the Northern Hemisphere to either visit friends and family or to go and ski at great ski fields. So, that was the biggest surprise in how meaningful the travel exposure was. We all knew about their luggage and travel accessories, but we think over the next couple of years that's going to come back. So there's natural sort of earnings growth coming from that reopening trade, but also the acquisition of Rip Curl has been a very successful one, and we're now seeing the business diversifying a lot away from seasonal high-low exposures, and the global geography as well they operate in is different. So we think this company, it looks very different today than what it did 2 years ago, and it's going to be in a pretty good space when the world reopens. So optimistic in the medium to long term.
Perfect. Great. Well, thank you. We really appreciate the insight into that.